Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Modern Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ejezi. Today's quest is when love, power, and choice collide. When love, power, and choice collide. In dating, I've noticed something sometimes. If you don't perfectly agree with someone's worldview, it feels like you are treated as a threat. Instead of just disagreeing, you get punished or pushed away. When this happens across society, men who don't fit the dominant ideology get excluded, while those who do are rewarded with more opportunities. In other words, sex itself can become political. This isn't a new idea. In fact, it goes all the way back to ancient Greece. There's a famous comedy called Lysistrata by Aristophanes. Lysistrata. It even has a movie. The spelling is Lysistrata by Aristophanes. Aristophanes is Aristophanes. Now, in the play, women, because they were tired of a long war that were happening, their husbands went to war. So the women at home were tired of the long war. So they decide to withhold intimacy from their husbands until the men agree to end the fighting. Eventually, the men gave in and the war stopped. Now, what is the lesson in this play called Lysistrata? Women can influence society by controlling access to sex. But real life isn't a play. In Lysistrata, every woman stood together in unity. In reality, that's impossible. Some women might hold the line, but many won't. Why? Because dating is competitive. If one woman steps back, another sees an opportunity. The fewer women in the dating pool, the more valuable the ones who remain become. That's why in practice, the strongest strategy for women who want to use this kind of social leverage is to convince others to step out of the dating scene while quietly staying in it themselves. That's why so many women, they will tell you, you know what? They will tell their fellow women, maybe because they've been heartbroken, they tell their fellow women, let us forget about men. Men are not the deed. Then later they go back and you see them getting married. Most of the time, this happens among women that we are telling other women that they should not forget about men. And when this happens, other women become disappointed at them. So they went back and got married. Because it's a kind of way that they played other women out of the game. While they themselves were still in the game, they now saw an opportunity to step up and get better men for themselves. It's a bit sneaky, but it works. And maybe that's why some women cheer on others who make themselves less appealing to men. Whether by rejecting traditional beauty standards or loudly denouncing men. Why not doing the same themselves? You see some women, they will not be dressing well. Others will say, no, don't worry, you look modest, don't worry. Why? Because they want to make sure that they rob those women of the opportunity of getting better men. Because when they rob them of that opportunity, they themselves will have the opportunity to themselves. From an evolutionary perspective, women who fully withdraw from dating or make themselves less attractive for ideological reasons often lose out. They trade real opportunities for the approval of their peers. Meanwhile, those who stay in the game, they benefit in it in the long run. That's why this strategy never dominates. It corrects itself. One person's withdrawal is another person's chance. The bigger picture here is that dating, love, and attraction are never just personal. They are tied to power, competition, and social influence. And while plays like Lysistrata shows us the extremes, reality reminds us that unity is rare, competition is constant, and choices in the dating world always carry consequences. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message. Maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We'll talk more in future episodes. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening and take care.